Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered where we truly come from? For centuries, people have tried to understand our origins, and in the cradle of civilization, the ancient Sumerians told a story that still sparks debate today. It's the legend of the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are described in some of the world's oldest writings, Sumerian clay tablets dating back over 4,000 years. According to these texts, the Anunnaki were powerful beings who descended from the heavens. In Sumerian mythology, they were the children of the sky god Anu, and they played a central role in shaping the fate of humanity. If you look at ancient carvings and tablets, you'll find depictions of tall, regal figures, sometimes with wings, sometimes with elaborate headgear. Some hold mysterious objects. Others appear to oversee human laborers or stand beside what look like advanced machines. Are these just artistic flourishes, or do they hint at something more? Some researchers and alternative historians have proposed radical theories. What if the Anunnaki were not just mythological gods, but visitors from another world, possibly even ancient astronauts? The idea is controversial but compelling. It's said the Anunnaki came to Earth in search of gold, and to mine it, they created humans by mixing their own DNA with that of early hominids. This theory, popularized by authors like Zecharia Sitchin, suggests that our sudden advancements in agriculture, mathematics, and writing weren't entirely accidental. Could the Anunnaki have given us a jump start? Why is it that so many ancient cultures, not just the Sumerians, tell stories of sky gods or beings who descended from the stars and taught early humans essential skills? Of course, mainstream archaeology and history have a different take. Most scholars believe the Anunnaki are symbolic, representing natural forces, the ruling elite, or the mysteries of life and death. From this perspective, myths about gods and visitors were ways for ancient people to make sense of their world, explain natural events, and pass down knowledge. But the mysteries persist. Why do so many Sumerian texts refer to specific astronomical knowledge, like the exact length of the solar year or the orbits of distant planets? How did they develop such precise calendars and monumental architecture so early in human history? Is it possible we're still missing a piece of the puzzle? It gets even more fascinating when you realize similar stories appear in other ancient cultures. The Egyptian gods descended from the stars. The Dogon people of Africa tell of beings from the Sirius star system. In South America, legends speak of Viracocha and the white gods who brought wisdom. Is this just coincidence or evidence of a deeper, shared truth? Long ago, in the ancient city of Eridu, one of humanity's first great settlements on the fertile plains of Sumer, a young scribe named Enlil worked late into the night, recording the day's events on soft clay tablets. The moon was bright, and the air hummed with the quiet of distant river reeds. One evening, as Enlil sat by the temple, he overheard the elders speaking in hushed tones. They told a story passed down for generations, a story that began with a roar from the sky and pillars of fire descending from the stars. The elders spoke of the Anunnaki, mighty beings who arrived in gleaming chariots from the heavens, their eyes shining with wisdom and their words humming with power. The Anunnaki, the elders said, did not come to conquer, but to guide. They taught the people how to irrigate the thirsty land, to measure the stars, and to write the first cuneiform signs. Enlil's own grandfather claimed he once saw tall figures, robed in gold and blue, walking through the wheat fields at dawn, their voices gentle but commanding. One day, a great drought struck the land. The fields withered and the rivers shrank. The people prayed for help, but the sky remained clear and merciless. Desperate, Enlil climbed the high ziggurat and offered his plea to the Anunnaki, hoping the stories were true. That night, in a dream vivid as waking life, Enlil saw a radiant figure tall, with eyes like molten bronze. The figure spoke in a language both strange and familiar, guiding Enlil to dig a new channel from the river and plant barley along its banks. When he awoke, Enlil shared his vision with the townspeople. Though skeptical, they followed his instructions. Within weeks, water flowed again and new crops sprouted where none had grown before. The people rejoiced, and the elders whispered that the Anunnaki had returned their favor. From that day, Enlil became known as the scribe who listened to the gods. He lived long, recording the wisdom and wonders of his people, and his story became another layer in the rich tapestry of Sumerian legend, one in which the Anunnaki's mysterious presence changed the course of history, not by force, but by the gift of knowledge. And so, through the ages, the tale of Enlil and the Anunnaki lived on, a reminder that sometimes the answers we seek come from both the stars above and the dreams within. What draws me most is how these stories speak to our universal curiosity. Whether or not the Anunnaki were real beings from another world, their legend pushes us to ask profound questions. How much do we really know about our origins? What knowledge might our ancestors have possessed that we've forgotten? Are we truly alone in the universe? I invite you to think for yourself. Read the ancient stories. Look at the art, the texts, the mysteries that remain unsolved. What do you believe? Is there truth hidden in the legend of the Anunnaki, or are they mythic symbols from a time long past? I encourage you to share your perspectives, your questions, and your own research in the comments below. Let's have a thoughtful, respectful conversation maybe. If you enjoyed this exploration of ancient mysteries, please subscribe and hit the like button for more content like this. And don't forget to share this video with friends who love history, mythology, and the search for our origins. Your voice in the comments could inspire or enlighten someone else. And who knows, maybe the next big discovery will come from someone just like you. Remember, humanity's greatest stories aren't just about where we've been, they're about where we're going. The legend of the Anunnaki reminds us to keep questioning, keep searching, and keep our minds open to the incredible possibilities of our shared human journey. The adventure is just beginning.